obviously you're going to talk to Darius about his Chinese experience, so just go and open it up for questions.
So Darius, is the Chinese food good in China?
No comment.
Does that mean no?
It was alright. It was alright. It was different. It took a little while to adjust to it, but it was alright.
How was it different? How was it different?
It's just I don't really know how to explain it. Just different varieties. They eat different stuff than we do. Just like the spices and stuff that they use. It was totally different from over here.
Do they still use rice?
A lot. And every meal.
They just call it food, right?
Mm-hmm.
They just call it food.
What did you get out of the experience basketball-wise?
A lot. We had 3 really good coaches, so I picked up a lot of things from them. We've been going hard, so I feel like I got an early start to the season as far as conditioning-wise, and just gaining overall experience with the competition we played against. So it was a great experience, basketball.
How disappointed were you guys when you ended up losing that game?
Very disappointed. We felt like we had the best team there. We should have won. We had a pretty bad shooting night, and I think that we let that affect us on the defensive end. We missed shots. It seemed like people was getting frustrated, and it carried over into the defensive end.
We surprised you guys lost? It was a competition pretty soon.
No, the competition was really good, but I was still surprised we lost. I feel like we had a really good team. We played really well together. Everybody on the team was pretty talented, so I feel like we could have done good things with it.
Darius, personally, what's that been like having a couple of USA basketball experiences, just having different teammates, different coaches, getting to see different places?
It really helps. It does a good job of helping, like I said, conditioning-wise, just the overall experience. Practicing against those guys are the best, some of the top players in the country. So I mean, practicing against them every day, see how they play. Maybe I can take a little bit of stuff from their game too. So I mean, just the overall experience. Like I said, I feel like I got a jump start to the season.
You made friendships with any of those guys?
We all exchanged numbers at the end of it. I still been talking to them.
Darius, how is it different when you spend the summer playing actual competition? You're playing international guys instead of maybe just playing pickup games here. Not that the competition is bad here, but how is it different? Maybe how does it prepare you more other than conditioning?
Pickup games are not really real basketball. I mean, if you watch us play pickup games, you see it's more of a show that you're playing on, really just going through the motions. But when you play against competition, especially on that level, where it actually means something to the people that's playing for the gold medal, I mean, it really helped me. We like I said, conditioning-wise, we did a lot of stuff in practice. I feel like my body's pretty good right now. And as far as, like I said, the coaches, they were really good coaches, really good teammates. So I just was able to pick up stuff from them. And then playing at that high level, I feel like season already started from the counter.
You're actually required to play defense versus pickup game, right?
Definitely. Nobody plays defense in a pickup game.
Right.
Like I said, it's just going through the motions.
But is that what helps you more, like in the international competition?
Definitely. It gets you prepared for the season. It's more realistic than pickup games. Like you said, we have great competition here in pickup games, but just as far as actually playing real basketball, how it's going to be in the season, getting us prepared, that was a great experience.
Cal said that you were playing the four position over there. How much of that did you play? And I know there were a lot of guys, I saw where Coach Mayer said he had a lot of swing guys who could play different spots. How much of that did you do?
I played a lot of different spots really on the USA team. Like you said, we had a few guys who knew that. And he really just mixed up. There was like 3 or 4 of them that he just mixed up just like pretty much everything.
Darius, the 2 leading scorers on the team were SEC players, John Jenkins and JaMychal Green. Does that tell us something that the league is about to go up, that it's going to get better?
We definitely want to have a real competitive league in the SEC. John's a great scorer. He can shoot the ball really well. And, as far as JaMychal, he just dominated. Really. He's such a strong guy in the post. He's really dominating in the post. So, I mean, it's going to be tough containing both of those together.
How was Coach Painter? What was he like?
He was a really good coach. I mean, he did a great job of having us prepared, especially with before we went over to China. Colorado, he did a good job getting us prepared on how he wanted us to play. He he really took it seriously. You know, we can tell that it meant a lot to him, so it kind of rubbed off on us too. I think he set the tempo for us on how it's going to be.
Are there any similarities or differences between Coach Cal and Coach Painter?
Kind of. I mean, how intense he was, I guess you could say. That's kind of similar to Coach Cal. He was very intense. We had really tough practices throughout the whole time. So the way that he carried himself, how you could just tell it meant a lot to him. That's similar to Coach Cal too.
Was there anybody on the team that you didn't really know or know a lot about who kind of impressed you?
I didn't know a lot about Trevor Barkley from Minnesota. He's a great player. I mean, he's going to cause a lot of problems in the NCAA this year. He's a high energy guy. He probably impressed me more than anybody over there.
A lot of rebounds.
Yeah, a lot of rebounds. It seems like you got everyone.
Darius, everybody grows up playing basketball just for love of the game. Did you ever dream that it would take you so many places, get to see so many different things, and just through the game of basketball?
Not at all. I'm from a small town, so we didn't have many high-level experiences like that. So I never dreamed of being in the situations that I've been in, especially the past couple of years, and just playing on the level that I've been playing at. I never dreamed of it.
How does international basketball differ? I mean, just the rules, is there a style of play or whatever?
It's totally different. It seems like everybody over there can shoot. Plus, like you said, the rules are different, especially traveling. We got a few traveling calls on us, and we didn't even know we did. I mean, the rules are totally different, and it's a much more physical game too. They play extremely physical. There's not a lot of calls that you're going to get, especially for USA.
Were you surprised to see then what happened with Georgetown and Duke and all that? Talking about the officials and the physical play then?
I mean, I think there was a few things that happened in the World University games. Actually, I mean, like I said, it's just extremely physical. So I can see guys getting frustrated with calls and stuff like that. Especially us being over here, because we call fouls a lot more over here than they don't really call fouls. It seems like we was playing without them. So I mean, I can see people getting frustrated over that.
Do you have any time at all to sightsee?
Not really. We seen a little bit. I mean, just being over there in itself was a great experience, and we seen a lot of stuff that was like just totally different. So we didn't have a lot of time to see. I mean, I guess like the Great Wall of China and stuff like that.
Didn't get to see that?
They said it was 5 hours away from where we was from. So.
Did you ever like to go back and just look around the country as tourism?
Oh yeah. It was a very nice place. I mean, they said the city that we was in had like 20 million people or something like that. So it was crazy. They said it was like 3 cities that had 20 million people. So I mean, just the overall experience, it was great.
Now you're gonna, even as a veteran, come back and once again have to compete for playing time with incoming freshmen. I'm used to that, I know, but how will this experience help you kind of get a running start?
It always helps. You mean like the USA, or you mean just
you come back to
competing, right? Yeah. I mean, it always helps. I mean, I think it helps the team actually, because everybody has to play hard. You can't take any days off, and overall that makes us a better team. We know we're going to have to compete for playing time, just like you said. Everybody does. So I mean, it's going to make us better in the long run.
Do you think you might have a little edge because you played organized ball this summer?
Yeah, like I said, I feel like it's like a jump start to the season. I got it early going into the season because, like I said, it was kind of similar with the intensity that we have at UK. So, I mean, hopefully it helps.
Is there any part of your game that you feel like because of the experience you're better right now than you would have been had you not gone through it?
I mean, just being mentally prepared, conditioning wise, just stuff like that, physical stuff, not really.
How did you feel you played individually? Were you happy with the way you played?
Yeah, I'm happy with the way I played. I think I played well. Could have played better, but that's always the case.
You had a couple of games, I think you had 8 and 7 rebounds, things like that. Is that something that you felt like you needed to work on that you might have this year?
Yeah, especially like you said, I was playing a little bit of the forward, so I have to get rebounds. Playing at that position, 4 and 3. I mean, you got to rebound. And I I mean, I feel like I needed to get better at that aspect. We're going to have to rebound the ball really well this year at UK, so I feel like I go ahead and try to work on it up here too.
Why do you say that? Why do you think you'll have to work on that this year?
I'm sorry, what did you
Why
say?
do you think you guys will have to concentrate more on rebounding this year? If Josh is gone?
Yeah. I mean, he was a big part of our team, especially in the rebounding area. So I feel like we're going to have to all work, and somebody's going to have to pick up the slack for that.
Darius, how much responsibility do you feel from now through when practice starts to kind of get those young guys, bring them along, impart some wisdom, whatever it may be, so that they're more prepared when things really get going?
I have a big part in doing that. I've been here for 3 years. It's my 4th year, so I know what to expect. I know how intense it's going to be. I know what it's going to take for us to be a really successful team. So I have to kind of instill that into them in early goings. I don't think I did a good job, or the veterans did a good job last year at the beginning of the season. So I think we really need to focus on that this year.
Chris, what didn't you get across early last year that you need to get across?
I don't think we worked as hard as we should have at the beginning of the season. I think we're not saying we didn't work hard, but it takes a lot to get where we got last year, and the year before that. So I just think we didn't do a good job leading by example, I guess you could say, the older guys anyway. So I feel like we need to do that even more so this year and focus on it.
What made you change that? Was it Coach Cal? Did y'all get together and talk, or?
I guess it's just experience. We had a few rough patches last year, and the veteran guys were a part of that. So I guess just the overall experience, what I've been through, I guess that just kind of got me more change from that.
A couple more questions.
China's pretty advanced in a lot of areas, but in some areas still is a third world country. I don't know if you witnessed much of that, but did it give you a little more appreciation? And I know it's not your first year. Think much about that?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we take a lot of things for granted over here, honestly. It was kind of tough. We couldn't even drink the water in our rooms. So I feel like we take a lot of stuff for granted. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people in the United States. It really opens your eyes to how fortunate we are to live over here.
What was wrong with the water, Darius?
I couldn't tell you. It just doesn't drink it, so I couldn't.
Last one?
Did your cell phone work?
No, that hurt pretty bad.
All right.